Hey Facebook!
Hey Facebook!
Hi Instagram! What's going on? Hey!
Okay, so it's community check-in with Misty.
And Amy.
And Amy.
That's me.
Okay, so we're super excited. As advertised, we're here at the Pride Flag Raising Ceremony
At Waubonsee Community College in Sugar Grove! Yay!
Oh, here's your flag. Here's my flag.
Okay.
So there's a keynote speaker today. His name is Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just introduce you and he can explain who he is and what he does. Hey, it's Peter!
All right, hey, what's going on? Hey!
Hey everybody! My name's Peter. You see him, his pronouns, and I am the Naperville Site Leader and Healthy Relationship Programmer for Youth Outlook.
Nice.
So it's an organization that supports LGBTQ youth, families, and community in Northern Illinois.
Okay, perfect. Actually, you might be the perfect person to explain the whole pronoun thing for those of you who don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, using pronouns, it sounds kind of odd sometimes for people that aren't used to saying your name plus your pronouns. But it's important to the LGBTQ community because there's folks who are gender variant, there are folks who express differently, folks who have different names, and it's good to be able to say your pronouns so people know how to refer to you, and it's a basic respect thing.
Okay. So then you say your name, and then you introduce yourself as...
Yeah, he, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, theirs.
Oh my gosh, is that written down somewhere?
There's lots of resources online.
Yeah, a lot of people have it on their
email
signature.
signature.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, once you start doing it, it becomes second nature and it's a lot easier.
That's awesome. So how long have you been involved in the program?
I started as a youth back when I was 17,
Okay.
and 38 now. And
You are not.
Yeah. So I've been volunteering for about 10 years, and I've been running the Naperville Tuesday night site for 5 years, I believe. So.
Tuesday night site.
Yeah.
So what happens there?
So in downtown Naperville, 6:30 to 9 tonight, actually, we meet at Youth Outlook, and we have some awesome kids come in, and they're LGBTQ and sometimes allies. We do different things. We do art activities. We talk about LGBTQ culture, history. Sometimes it's not gay related. It's just fun, hanging out, getting to know people, having a voice like with your own community is really important. So for them to connect and just chill. Sometimes it's wild and sometimes it's very chill. It depends on that.
So then what other services of support do you have?
So we have our individual sites for the youth, 12 to 20. We have a young adult group. We have a parent group, actually, for parents of LGBTQ youth. And we do community education and things like that, just trying to get the community involved and really support youth and really the whole community however we can.
Okay. How can they learn more?
They can go to youth-outlook.org. Our website, contact me, contact any of the folks, the emails that you see on the website. Reach out. Depends on who you are. If you're a school and you want us to come and talk. If you want to join a site, just contact one of the site leaders near you because we have all different sites all over Northern Illinois.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a Facebook?
We do. Yeah, Youth Outlook on Facebook.
Okay, and Instagram and everything else?
Yeah, all the things.
Youth Outlook. Youth Outlook.
Youth Outlook.
Youth Outlook.
Yeah, it's a great place. I'm glad to be back at, being a youth and then coming back around and kind of running the site. It's pretty awesome. So.
Hey,
Cool.
we're going to hear from Peter later.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hearing you talk.
Yeah.
Come on, speak in front of everyone. Look. Wow. Thank you. I was showing them everybody.
Everybody.
Okay, we found someone else to talk to.
Yay! Her name is Michelle. I'm going to let her introduce herself. It's Michelle.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Michelle Dahlstrom and I'm the Student Life Coordinator at Waubonsee Community College.
All right, and then you said you were here last year for it?
Yeah, so last year we celebrated National Coming Out Day, which is October 11th. But we had celebrated the entire week, and it was the first time we raised the pride flag on campus. So it was a huge step forward here on campus to then celebrate LGBTQ plus History Month for October. And so we are excited to continue this new tradition of raising the flag, but this time for the entire month.
That's sweet. Okay. Is there anything else you want the community to know because they're watching you right now?
So I just want to let everyone know that, especially those in the LGBTQ plus community, that Waubonsee has open doors, and we're here to support you and support the community and know that we have resources here to help all of you feel comfortable and excited to come back to campus and help us celebrate LGBTQ plus History Month.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, Dr. Sobek, our guest speaker, Peter Thaddeus. students, colleagues, and other esteemed guests. Thank you for joining me today at the LGBTQ+ History Month. And also joining with us is our committee member at the second annual Waubonsee Raising the Flag.
I have the pleasure of recognizing and thanking our LGBTQ+ committee members today. Our committee members for this month of celebration is comprised of faculty, staff, and students from our Waubonsee community. Special thanks goes to our chair of our LGBTQ+ committee, Michelle Dahlstrom. She's been our fearless leader throughout the planning for this month. It's now my pleasure to introduce our president, Dr. Christine Sobek. Dr. Sobek is the 4th president of Waubonsee Community College and is celebrating her 20th anniversary as president, having served in that role since July 1st, 2001. Her leadership experience includes administration, instruction, student development, and human resources during her more than 40 years of service to Illinois community colleges. Dr. Sobek holds a doctoral degree from Northern Illinois University, a master's degree from Michigan State University, and a bachelor's degree with highest distinction from Purdue University. Under her leadership, the college is focused on a 3-year strategic plan that reinforces Waubonsee as the top choice for learning in our community and is built on 3 pillars: student equity and success, community connections, and employee and organizational excellence. Within the last 55 years, more than 323,000 students have enrolled at Waubonsee Community College. Dr. Sobek?
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to be with you all and to say welcome and thank you for joining us in our in-person event, and also to our virtual participants. Thank you for being part of our Raising the Pride Flag ceremony as part of Waubonsee's LGBTQ+ History Month observation. I also want to say a special thank you to the organizers of today's event, as well as the rest of this month's activities. So I know we already had a chance to introduce them, and they are very much appreciated. LGBTQ+ History Month began back in 1994 when Rodney Wilson, a Missouri high school teacher, gathered other teachers and community leaders to set aside a month dedicated to the celebration and teaching of gay and lesbian history. October was selected because schools are in session, and October 11th is Coming Out Day. History provides a sense of our place in the world. History helps create community, whether that is family history, local history, national history, or world history. Reflecting on our past through the specific lens of LGBTQ+ History Month highlights a part of our history that has largely gone unacknowledged and recognized. In 2006, the Equality Forum, a national and international LGBT civil rights organization, assumed responsibility for providing educational resources and content for LGBTQ+ History Month. This year, the forum is featuring the achievements of 31 lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender icons, with one historical icon featured each day in October. Today's celebrated icon is Congressman David Cicilline, Cicilline, who represents Rhode Island's 1st Congressional District in the United States House of Representatives. So again, thank you for being with us today and participating in this wonderful event. And at this time, I will turn the program back over to Andrea Egley. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Dr. Sobek. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today. We are delighted to have Mr. Peter Thaddeus with us today. He serves as the Naperville site leader and healthy relationship programmer for Youth Outlook. Mr. Thaddeus?
Oh,
Thank you for having me here today. My name is Peter. I use he, him, his pronouns. And like Andrea said, I work for Youth Outlook. I am the Naperville site leader and healthy relationship programmer. And Youth Outlook is an agency. Some of you may have heard of us, but we offer services to LGBTQ youth, families, and community. We do community education. We have the sites like mine that I run tonight. I'll be there at 6:30 to 9 o'clock. Inviting LGBTQ youth to come and be themselves, make friends, connect with other people, and do all sorts of different fun activities, educational activities, and really just be themselves. It's so awesome to be here, to be talking about the flag. I'm gonna kind of spread it out a little bit over here. And what it means to me, and what it means to our youth. And I want to start off with a little bit of history behind the flag. Some of you may know, some may not know, and it really is, there's a lot of different flags, and a lot has happened over the years with the meanings of the flag, so I want to talk about that. 1978 was when the first pride flag was created. Gilbert Baker created it for to be flown at the San Francisco Freedom Day Parade, and it started with the 8 colors, and it was hot pink, red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, turquoise, indigo, and violet. And they actually had different meanings behind them. I always forget, so I'm going to read them off. But they initially stood for sex, life, healing, sunlight, nature, magic/art, serenity, and spirit. And it really encompassed the whole community. But 1978, it was created. The next year, 1979, as happens, they couldn't find any hot pink fabric. So they took out the hot pink, and they combined the blues, kind of simplified the flag a bit to the 6 colors that we've known for so many years, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and it really encompassed the whole community. But over the years, the flag has had many offshoots, so there's all different sorts of genders and sexualities. And I see some people holding them here today, bisexual flags with a magenta, purple, and blue, the pastel colors of the transgender flag, the light pink, light blue, and white. Really just, it's awesome for people to see their own selves represented in these flags. It's important to our youth, it's important to me. So 1979, that flag was created, and all those flags in between. But what happened in 2017 was really kind of a pivotal moment in Philadelphia. The city of Philadelphia decided that they were going to fly a different flag for their Pride Month at City Hall. They weren't going to fly the 6-color flag. They were going to fly a flag that added 2 more colors to the top of it. And the 2 colors at the top were black and brown. And that is to represent folks of color, black and brown people. And quite honestly, the idea behind that was an acknowledgement that we have not done a great job as a community over the years. Acknowledging the accomplishments and just the existence of the people of color in our community, and really giving them a voice. So that's what was behind that in 2017. 2018, we went a step further. Daniel Quasar created the Progress flag, which is kind of similar to the flag here, but it had added the white, pink, and blue to the black and brown that was added the year before in the triangle shape. And it was really an emphasis, again, on people of color and transgender folks, the white, pink, and blue for transgender. And Stonewall riots were sparked by transgender people of color in large part. And we need to acknowledge that. And this flag still represented everybody, but it had an extra emphasis on those folks. And I'm so excited to see this flag that you all have here today that you're going to fly, because it includes the yellow and purple of the intersex flag. And intersex people are some of our most invisible people in the community. And altogether, this is the most inclusive flag we've ever had. And it's really important for people to see, again, themselves represented. But more than representation, for one thing, this is an educational tool. Even me being here talking about the progression of the flag and what the different colors mean is educational, but it has a lot of personal meaning to me, just any pride flag. When I was 14 is when I came out to myself, and I didn't really know any other LGBTQ people in school. You know, in high school, it's scary. You're alone. You're the only one. And to eventually start seeing people wear something like an earring or a bracelet, or probably not as loud as this necklace, but something small on them that was a keychain that was rainbow. Like, you knew there was somebody else out there. And maybe a teacher had it too, and maybe they were an ally. That's what the symbolism means to me. And to our youth, the number one thing when we talk about schools in our youth group, because we talk about everything, but school is a big topic because it's emotional, it's hard, especially for our gender variant folks dealing with everything in junior high and high school. One thing they talk about most is the teachers and whether they were respected or not, and the teachers respected pronouns. So when I think of the flag, I think of walking into the classrooms, and I didn't really have it growing up as much, but now they do. A lot of teachers will have the flags on the doors when you walk in, and that's awesome, and right away that kind of says like, oh, I'm cool with the gay. But there's something else behind it too. It's not just I'm cool with the gay. There should be a teacher who understands the community, understands how to support LGBTQ youth. And an easy example, and I know sometimes it's intimidating for teachers who don't know much about the community, and they want to show support. Easiest thing to do, which means so much to my youth and to all LGBTQ youth. First day of school, first day of the school year, walk in the door, see the pride flag on the window, sit down, teacher takes roll, asks everyone to say their name and pronouns around the room. And that right there means so much. First day, you make that connection with your youth. It means so much to them, and you're their favorite teacher. And they talk about it in group, and it's really awesome. So the flag, again, it is a visible symbol. It's a sign of coming out and come out to each other. It is an educational tool, and it needs to be backed up by people who have been educated and know about the community. So there's so much meaning behind this flag. And I'm sure there'll be other versions coming up, but right now this is our most inclusive flag, and it's really awesome. And I'm really happy to have it here, and I know that this school backs up the symbolism of this flag by flying it. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Peter, for those inspiring words. As we prepare to raise the flag here at the Sugar Grove campus, I would also like to note and inform everyone that the flag will be flown at our other 3 campuses, thank you, throughout the month of October. At the other 3 campuses, you will find the pride flag located in the campus lobbies of the other 3 buildings. In addition, it will be flown here for the month of October. So without further ado, let's raise the pride flag. Woo!
What do you think?
Special
I'm
thanks
like,
to our
wow.
ops team for helping us make this happen, as well as our marketing and communications team who's live streaming this event.
Look at that flag fly. Yay! It's a beautiful thing.
It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Bernard Little, our Dean for Students and Chief Diversity Officer, to the podium for some closing remarks.
Thank you. Just want to say again, thank you. I won't stand before you and where I just appreciate the hard work. Again, I want to give a shout out to Michelle for her leadership. She has worked extremely hard, and and really rallying the troops in terms of the committee. And so I just wanted to say a personal thank you, Michelle, to your leadership and to the rest of the committee. I know a lot of you are here. We thank you and appreciate all that you have done. I want us to remember, right, raising the flag is so important. It's so critical for us to just reflect on these moments, but it's also just as important to think about our history, think about the history of the LGBTQ community and what that means and how that matters. Let us not just go back to our offices or to our rooms, our homes, and not really reflect on truly the meaning behind that, but also how we're supporting, how we're learning, how we're growing. There's nothing wrong with Googling, right, to learn more. There's nothing wrong with talking to folks, reading about ways in which we can support and should be supporting, because our support should happen when we're raising a flag, when we're taking that flag down each and every day, when we're supporting our students, when we're supporting our staff, our faculty, our family members. Just as the flag evolves, right, so do we as individuals. And I hope that we can use this LGBTQ History Month as an opportunity to continue to grow. And there's no shortage in hot pink in my closet. I appreciate learning that history about the flag and the history of that. And so I just, again, want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your continued support. And please, please, please join us for the remainder of our events for this month. So thanks, everyone.
All right.
All right. So yeah, that was amazing.
Yes.
Super informative.
Did you learn something?
Oh my gosh.
I did.
I loved learning the history of the flag and how inclusive it is, how it's evolved over the years. And I love learning pronouns. I mean, like, of course, you learn that in like grade school, but as it pertains to this.
Yes.
Yes, that was very cool. And I think it was awesome that Peter had explained like different ways that teachers
Can support their students.
Exactly.
So that was really great.
How the youth feels.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was awesome. We're super excited to be here and be involved.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Very happy.
We hope that you like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Comment if you did. Like it.
Or just like it.
Or just like it. Right. Exactly. Okay, so
next week, what are we doing? It's a surprise. We're having a surprise. We need to confirm what's happening. But and then on Friday, we're going to be talking about something spooky
happening at the library,
and a way that you can support the library in a spooky way. So
and the youth.
And the youth. We love the youth.
We love the youth.
So yeah, check us out then.
Yeah. Okay, we love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.